Hey guys, I want to show you how I use TPE to plan new photo shoots. So TPE, you can download this for your phone, you can put it on your computer, you just have to decide where you want to use it. I really like the phone app, but it's free online for desktop, so it's Ephermis.com, so you should check it out. So here is the desktop app right here, and here is Annapolis. Over here are dates. You can see the sun, the moon. You can change the date. You can change your location. So if I'm searching for a location here, maybe I'm going to Chicago, Illinois. So here we are in Chicago. So this pin is where I would be taking a photograph, and the light blue is moonrise, dark blue moonset. This is sunrise, the light yellow. The orange is sunset. You can see the little key right here. So what I usually do is I decide if I'm there for a sunrise or a sunset. So if I want to be here for, we'll make it tricky, for a sunset. So I want to have a nice view, and maybe I want water in my view. So here's my sunset line, the orange. So what I like to do is I like to zoom out. Okay, so here I am. Sunset might not be the best location over here. So another thing that I like to do, I'll move it somewhere and then I'll move it back. So let's see what we have going on around here. You know what? Let's look up a new place. We are not going to do sunset in Chicago. Let's look up Delaware. So here we are in Delaware. Oh, and this is what I like. I like little jets of land with water on either side because you just have a really good angle. So I am really hoping I'm allowed to go to this little spot right here. So what I'm going to do is I actually like switching to just regular map mode because here's the regular map. And see these green spots right here? Most of the time they're state forests or wildlife refuges, and I know I can go to those places. And I also look for little state parks, the little icon. So that's what I kind of look for. So here we are, Lower Township, because this might be a good spot. Even over here could be potentially awesome. So I'm going to zoom in. And this is Glades Wildlife Refuge. This looks very cool because these could be like little swamps, little ponds, and the water is going to be nice and still, so you'll have some really cool reflections. And look at these little streams. So I might want to go here. So what I would do is zoom in a little more, and then I might switch over to satellite, see if I can see some roads. It's kind of hard to tell with what these are. Or we could go to hybrid. So here's a road here. Kind of zoom out a bit. So this is a place that I would probably want to go. Probably want to be over here somewhere with the water. And what I would start doing is, zoom out a bit, switch regular map. And I'm going to start looking up these places. So Glades Wildlife Refuge. So I'm going to come over to my Glades Wildlife. And I guess we crossed the border to New Jersey. And what I like to check is I check images. And I see what people are taking pictures of. Like, look at this bridge. Don't you want to go there? It's very cool. Looks like there's some cool stuff. Look at these things. So this is definitely a place I would want to go. Even this is awesome. All that cool stuff. So now that I've decided that this place is worth going to, I'm going to go to web, and then I'm going to go to their website. And then I'm preserves to visit. Here we are, Glades Wildlife. Highlights, unpaved trails ranging from easy to moderate. So would be hiking, world-class birding location, some kayaking. So this looks like a cool place to visit. So, and because, let's see, was it a wildlife refuge? It was a wildlife refuge, which is nice. So what I would do next is I would probably, because I've never been there, I would plan my visit. Then I would head up. And what I always do when I go to a new wildlife refuge is I get there with plenty of time. Like if I'm planning on shooting sunset, I want to get there 3 to 4 hours before sunset because I like driving the whole wildlife refuge first thing so that I can find a good spot, because I know that there is potential here, and from seeing those photos on Google, I know there's cool bridges, there's cool water, but until you're actually there and you see something catch your eye, it's hard to decide, like, okay, I'm going to stand right here and it's going to be the best sunset at Glades. No, you have to go, you have to drive the whole thing, and then you're going to find a spot that you really like. Then you come over here and you decide, okay, sunrise is at 7:17, sunset is at 5:05, and this is on the 18th. So maybe I'm not going today. Maybe I'm going in March on the 22nd. So you can see my sunset line changed, and then my time changed too. So now my sunset's at 7:17, which is quite different. One thing, as the sun sets later, you have to find out what time the parks close, and you can find that on their website. But what's nice is I can find a location I've never been to. I can see that it's going to have good vantage points for what I'm looking for, good sunset vantage points. I can see that there's going to be nice foreground, because taking a sunset from right here, you could be anywhere. It's not going to be that interesting. Taking a sunset over here, you have all these cool little ponds and swamps and streams and whatever these waterways are. You're going to have a much cooler photo with some nice foreground in it. So that's how I usually decide, and I go back and forth between the photographer's Ephermis and Google, and I kind of find some green on my map, zoom in a little bit, see if there's going to be something happening that I'm into, and then do a little Google image search, see what other people are shooting there, if it catches my eye, and then I go to the website, see what they have going on, what the hours are, what the cost is to get in, and then from there I decide if I'm going to go. And if I'm going to go, I get there a few hours early and I drive the whole park first, and of course stopping if I see interesting wildlife. But you drive the whole park, and then you kind of know where you want to have where you want to set up for sunset. And while I'm driving the park, I use this program, the photographer's Ephermis, on my phone, so I have it handheld. So where I'm standing, I'll drop a pin, say I'm standing right here, drop a pin, and then I know exactly where the sun is gonna set, so then I can kind of decide what would be good composition if I do want to come back to that spot. And I also know that I have the time right there in front of me, so I can plan accordingly. But basically that's how I pick a location I haven't been to before. I hope that helps, and if you have any questions, you can leave them in a comment. All right, thanks everybody.